Ready to tip it up. TCU in the visiting purple suits, and for Baylor, a whiteout in their home whites, and Baylor coming away with the jump. Felder goes right into the paint, won't roll in. For TCU, the fourth game in a row, they go with Donovan Hunter, the point guard, number 4 in purple. Sedona Prince, baseline, and she will be called with the offensive foul.
Great rotation there for Baylor. Their defense is like a rope.
Andrews, the teardrop, won't go in.
Defense and rebounding, it sounds like a cliche, but that's what championship teams are built off of, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. 2 big-time rebounding teams within the Big 12, and that's going to be a difference in this game. Which team can crash the glass harder?
This program won 1 game in Big 12 play the year before Coach Campbell took over. This year, 15-2. Prince finally gets a bucket on the board at the 7:48 mark.
Expect Mark Campbell to try and bring Sedona Prince off of the block more, because that's going to make Arinette Von Lay have to guard Prince more off of the block, which she is not as comfortable doing.
Prince already with 1 foul, and Von Lay going at her, and Baylor still stuck scoreless here on Senior Day. That adrenaline can mess with you, and the emotions with a big game like this. Von Lay on the hard hedge.
You see how Sedona Prince is coming off the block. Her mid-range game is so good. One of the best mid-range players in the nation. You see they're already trying to get in that pick-and-roll offense.
Onto the floor now, Kyla Abraham, the 6'3 junior out of Carrollton, Virginia. Here's Haley Van Lith, one of the best scorers in all of basketball. And now Connor. Pushed off the line. Good defense by Baylor, and the shot clock violation.
She believes defense is going to be a difference maker in this game, because they really want to speed up TCU and make them uncomfortable. The last time these 2 programs met, Baylor forced TCU to turn the ball over 7 times in the first 7 minutes.
Jada Walker, nothing but net.
But so far in this game, it's TCU that's been dominant on the boards with 7 already.
Prince, the only player to have scored for TCU. 2 mid-range jumpers, true for her. The lefty Walker working on the excellent defender Donovan Hunter, and she is called for too much contact. Jada Walker, the 5'7 senior out of Richmond, Virginia. Almost 6 assists per game. Number 2 in the Big 12.
Donovan Hunter bringing the ball up the court for TCU. The reason her and Haley Van Lith can play so well off of each other in this offense is because Hunter's another primary ball handler. Look how Haley Van Lith is spacing within this offense.
Oh, excellent feed, but Imanopu left the layup short. Prince, mid-range jumper. She is off to a hot start.
They look like they've been playing together for years, and that was a testament right there.
Sedona Prince, all 6 Horned Frog points. Felder working on Connor, takes some contact, and will draw a couple of free throws. A team that is filled with a lot of different weapons. You need some other players to get heated up. This is Yaya Felder. Averaged over 10 points per game off the bench for most of this season, and Baylor just continues to roll. 4 wins in a row with her in that starting spot. Walker takes Van Lith baseline, puts it up. Can't get it, and another D rebound for the Horned Frogs. There has yet to be 1 offensive rebound for Baylor. Despite their slow start, they are 1 for 9. Prince make it 4 mid-range jumpers in a row. And a walk whistle.
Recognize where each other is going to be within the offense so well. It really does feel like they have played together for a long time. They have such great chemistry.
Here's Van Lith all the way to the hoop on the right side. Fauntleroy, too strong on the three, and again, one and done for TCU. Their defensive box outs, nobody outworks Haley Van Lith. He says there is no chill to Haley.
Yeah, Coach Campbell saying that he's coached maybe 3 other players that have similar work ethics. Great dish right there and great finish by Sedona Prince.
But just one offensive rebound to start this game. Good take by Bella Fauntleroy, and the winner will take home the Big 12 regular season trophy. Van Lith off the mark, and that will do it for the first frame. 10 minutes in the book. Our conference standings, what's on the line. 2 teams entering today with identical 15-2 records in Big 12 play. Bella Fauntleroy spins away, but can't hit the left-hand attempt. And another defensive board for TCU. The takeaway from Baylor. Matheru into the body of Hunter, and that will be the second personal.
Off mistakes and off their defense and off of turnovers. So if they can establish their pace with the way they want to play in the transition, try and get Sedona Prince in foul trouble.
Baylor has been very aggressive on the high pick and roll. They have, just like that, double-teamed the ball handler and had some success with it. Prince, one-on-one down low against Vonleh. Not a lot of room. Vonleh walling up. Here is Vonleh working on the 6'7" Prince.
Is Aaronette Vonleh is a traditional post player that does want to post up on the block. Sedona Prince wants more space in the mid-range. You can tell, though, that Baylor decided to change their game plan with how they wanted to defend the pick and roll, because last time Coach Collin told us she didn't think that they were effective with guarding the pick and roll. They had too many players staying on the ball.
Nice rebound from Taylor Bigby, and the kick out 3 to Van Lith is true. Baylor can turn up the heat with those guards. Felder trying the contact, looking for the and one, and she will have to settle for a couple of tosses at the foul line.
And that's been a difference for Baylor's success. I asked Coach Collin in shoot-around today, what was the difference between the first 8 games versus this last 9 when they've gone on a winning streak? She said they stepped up their defense.
So far, TCU in this game, just 1 of 7 from deep.
And look how different TCU's offense is with Donovan Hunter on the bench, because she's another primary ball handler for him. But hey, when you got Sedona Prince that can knock it down for the mid-range like that.
Felder gets all the way to the lane, but it rolls out.
The first time Sedona Prince has been healthy for an entire season. Yes, TCU fans, I just knocked on wood. Whenever I said that, I almost hesitated even saying that, but she's reaping the benefits. She's comfortable under Mark Campbell's program. She wanted to come to TCU to play for him, and it's paying off for her.
Oh, Andrews just taking it right out of the hands of Van Lith. Now Jennings had a good look from 3, wouldn't go, fighting for the old board. Vonleh, and she will get the bucket and the foul.
That was a key for TCU today, is to limit second chance opportunities, because once they start getting going off of those second chance points,
Baylor has to feel great the way they've shot this basketball, and yet they're only down by 2. 5 turnovers here in the second quarter for the Horned Frogs. Andrews gets denied. Haley Van Lith sends that one back. Van Lith going to her strong left hand, gets all the way to the rim and count it.
it started on the defensive end, though. How about that block from 10 in purple? And then watch how she just attacks her defender. She uses her body to protect the basketball. Finishes strong. If you close out on her strong, she'll take you off the dribble. But if you give her some space, she's gonna knock down the 3. She's a matchup issue, and why she's one of the most elite guards in NCAA.
Can't complete the three-point play, and it remains a 4-point lead for TCU here in Waco. Walker again gets it sent back by Haley Van Lith, her second block. Well, Baylor has missed 18 shots, and yet they only have 2 offensive rebounds. TCU has been doing work on the defensive glass. Felder goes baseline right at Connor. That was a strong. Bigby trying to turn the corner on Fauntleroy. Can't get there. Van Lith off the handoff. Off the back rim. And now Walker. Don't think you're going to catch her. Can't convert, but her teammate, it looks like she was saying, I think I took an elbow into the gut.
Yeah, in the pace of play of this game, I'd be sucking wind.
Here's Hunter. Oh, the 3 ball's cash.
But when she has that scoring mindset, it makes TCU really hard to guard.
Vonleh looking for the reverse. Smartly puts her hands in the air, going after her own miss. The rebound to Deasia Merrill, the 6'1" grad student who took the place of Prince. 3 ball. Finds the back of the rim and then settles in. Fauntleroy up and over the defense. Tough move.
TCU just locked in on the defensive end right now, making every shot for Baylor uncomfortable, and then they're answering on the offensive end. The reason Haley Van Lith is so good within this offense is because she's patient, and she can do things like that. I talk about she's a rhythm shooter. A step back 3, that is just hard to defend. Huge bucket right there for Haley Van Lith.
Oh, what a momentum. TCU up to now 4 made threes, and a huge one for Haley Van Lith. Regular season championship will be handed to the winner, and it is a tight one at halftime. TCU leading by 6. For TCU, it would be their first ever Big 12 regular season championship. And of course, Baylor, the long history of success for the Baylor Bears. They made it to the Sweet 16 last year, and they have won 13 Big 12 regular season titles. Baylor with a season-low 21 points in the first half. Van Lith at the shot clock buzzer, no good. Vonleh grabs the board.
Right out of halftime, Baylor already controlling the intensity, putting pressure on TCU, making them go the entire shot clock. Baylor trying to force turnovers, make them uncomfortable, make TCU uncomfortable, because that's what kept them in the first half.
Yaya Felder turns the corner on Van Lith, but can't hit the runner. Connor averaging 4 assists a game, gets it over to Prince, who is denied.
Baylor defensively doing a really good job taking away that 3rd and 4th option for TCU. Madison Connor hasn't scored.
Been stymied by this TCU defense.
The last time these two teams met, Baylor gave up just too many easy buckets around the rim to Sedota Prince. But that's what makes Prince so difficult to guard, because now she's extended them off the block and she's knocking down shots from the mid-range.
Fauntleroy flips it up. Prince grabs the carom. Connor looking for her first bucket and gets it from deep.
They can get her into a rhythm early in this second half. TCU's offense can flourish.
Sedona Prince in the area, bothered the Felder attempt. Connor back-to-back tries from 3, left that one short. And now leaking out, Aaronette Vonleh. Her older brother Noah Vonleh, a top 10 NBA draft pick years ago. He's in the house today for senior day. Van Lith sees Vonleh running again out in front. Gets to the spot and gets it in. TCU had surged ahead.
And finished strong.
Prince reaching for the block shot, instead gets enough of the wrist and arm that she picks up her second personal. Vonleh could not complete the 3-point play, but does get 4 points in a row, and Baylor back to within 5.
In transition, such a key part of Baylor's offense. Now their defense forces a turnover.
Connor leads the nation in three-point makes, averages almost at 3.5 per game. She's canned 107. Walker, the southpaw, on the right side, flips it to Vonleh. Vonleh now up to double figures, 11 points to go with 4 rebounds. Coming off a monster game, 24 and 12. Back door is open for Vonleh. And a quick answer back by Felder, who pushes tempo to draw the foul.
She's got years of experience. She's a veteran, and it's really showing off whenever she makes decisions like that, being able to read Baylor's defense.
And that movement without the basketball in space is exactly how that has helped her game here in NCAA play. An offensive rebound brought down by Nettie Vonleh, and now working on Prince. Spins away and hits it home on the reverse. Good defense.
She's a player's coach. You can tell that these players are bought into her system, bought in to what she is trying to build here at Baylor, and has built, having a lot of success early as a head coach in the college game, her 4th season.
And also Madison Connor picking up her 3rd personal, the senior guard. Now in a little bit of trouble there with those 3 fouls. Just a tick under 80 points per game. They have not been offensively explosive in this grudge match rivalry game with TCU.
And the trap on the high ball screen. Great defense right there by Baylor, but that turnover was caused by the trapping with Haley Van Lith in the high ball screen, because it brought Sedona Prince all the way to the 3-point line.
How about 10 points in the quarter for Erinette Vonleh, and Baylor takes the lead.
It was the Sedona Prince show in the first half, and now it's the Erinette Vonleh show in the second half.
A 7-0 Baylor Bear run, and this crowd is going wild. Connor skips it over to Bigby. A top shot, trying to hit it over the top of Vonleh, but it lands in the lap of Sedona. 9 down to now take a 2-point lead here in the 3rd quarter. It's flipped with Erinette Vonleh. 13 points, 10 rebounds. Felder change of pace, goes right at Connor.
She's able to take multiple defenders off the dribble.
She's done a great job since being inserted into the starting lineup with the injury to the leading scorer and rebounder for Baylor, Little Paige Buggs. Prince, rhythm jumper, this one won't go. Bigby working hard, and the reverse is good under Mark Campbell. Fauntleroy had a crease in the defense, too strong, and Prince at 6'7", over the top, gets the rebound. Felder knocks it away. Prince left open, that's been her spot, and it is money.
Wasn't even contested because of the defensive rotation.
From the corner, no good from the sharpshooter. That is the late season pickup, Aaliyah Matharu, who has been red hot, had 15 points in the last game. That was a big time win for Baylor against Kansas State in Manhattan. At the buzzer, off the mark. So it gets to March just a couple days early that we can get here to get to March Madness. And the Big 12 regular season title will be decided in the next 10 minutes. A top 20 matchup has given us everything we could have hoped for so far. Van Lith, the fans asking for a travel, they get the turnover anyway. 2-on-1, and it won't go for Felder. Rimmed out.
Both teams, Baylor and TCU, full of veterans, and this is where you see those veteran players step up when you're less than 10 minutes away from a conference title. Who is going to step up?
Bigby had her feet set, couldn't hit it. Fauntleroy makes sure she doesn't roll over and travel. And Baylor has it. Sarah Andrews, the fifth-year senior sharpshooter for Baylor, has yet to score, and she's getting ready to come back on to the floor for Nikki Collin and the Bears.
And that's credit to TCU's defense, because Baylor has 5 different players that average double figures. Right now, Felder and Vonleh, the only 2 in double figures.
5 on the shot clock. Does Felder know it? Yes, she pulls it. Too strong. Every bucket has felt difficult for both sides in this defensive showdown. TCU averages 9.8 made threes a game, and Baylor is at over 8 made threes. They've been hard to come by. Hunter hesitates, gets into the lane, and now kicks it, and that one at the shot clock buzzer is good for Bigby. Fauntleroy had the smaller Van Lith on the box, but wouldn't get the layup to go. A 5-point TCU lead and the ball. Hunter signaling strong, gets the pick up high from Prince. And now the fill, Emanopu cashes it in.
TCU doing a good job getting other players within this offense active, with Van Lith and Sedona Prince contained there in the third quarter.
Walker. Hunter loses it for a moment, gets it back. And now Prince pops free, and it won't go, it rolls out. How did that not go for Sedona Prince? That one hangs on the rim for Matharo, but won't drop. Connor cans it!
That's her shot right there. Madison Connor plays so well in transition from behind the arc, so it's creating shots around the perimeter for TCU. That's a huge reason why. The huge difference to me in this second half is TCU shooting about 37% from behind the arc. Only Baylor shooting 11%. A lot of that, though, starts with the presence of Sedona Prince in the paint.
It's a 9-2 TCU advantage in the fourth quarter. The Horned Frogs hadn't won since 1990. Here tonight, Prince, 16 points and 16 rebounds. Sarah Andrews has made more threes than anyone in the history of Baylor women's basketball. In a defensive tussle, 47-39, and just over 2 minutes to go. Emanopu, too much muscle behind that one, but Prince grabs the miss. Mark Campbell saying reset, time and score, use some clock, up 8.
Right
no
now,
whistle.
Yep, TCU.
Mark Campbell can smell a championship. TCU has not been in the NCAA tournament since 2010. They are a lock for that. But they want more, including a trophy here today. Van Lith slices into the heart of the defense and will draw 2 free throws.
As the point guard running this offense, he told her, he sold her by saying, hey, I will put the pieces around you. I will build the offense around you. She started her career at Louisville, had a pretty solid career there, and then decided she was going to go play for Kim Mulkey at LSU. But she's having the best season of her career. You can tell she has just completely bought into the system here that Mark Campbell has established.
Van Lith played in the Final Four as a freshman at Louisville. And wants to get back here in her 5th and final season of collegiate basketball. 90 seconds away from a conference championship for TCU and the Horned Frogs. Felder has it on the run. Euro step. Hunter lets her go, and now an 8-point margin.
Baylor has multiple players that can score with the ball in their hand. Multiple clutch players as well. Create some turnovers, and they're right back in this.
Beautiful run and jump. The full court pressure getting the tie up against Van Lith, and the possession arrow in favor of Baylor. Baylor was in the Sweet 16 a year ago. Fell to USC. Felder, fadeaway, got it! Has been the difference. 7 3-point makes for TCU in this game, just 2 for Baylor. But it remains a 5-point game.
TCU here is going to use the shot clock to its advantage, try and make Baylor foul them.
And it's deflected away and stolen. Walker has it. Felder gets it poked away. No whistle. So now Walker will reach out.
Need to take care of the ball now. Can the Horned Frogs take care of the ball down the stretch of this game with 27 seconds left to play?
Hunter can't get it inbounds, and I believe a timeout was called in time. Nikki Collin thought it was a 5-second call and pleading her case.
This is her man, but she stays on Haley Van Lith, making it hard for Hunter to get the ball in.
So we will re-rack and do it again. This time, Madison Connor. That is the 5th team foul. It was listed at 4, so Madison Connor will head to the free throw line. And wow, 85.7% misses the first, connects on the second. They were unranked to start this year. That put them on the map, and then they beat NC State, and everyone started saying, I think the Horned Frogs are for real. Fauntleroy can't get it, rebound to Walker, and it's a 4-point game.
Quick points off transition, but they have relied on their defense and their communication. They are bought in right now, and they're going to try and force another 5-second call right here.
Getting close, and now Sedona Prince. And was it a 5-second call? It was very hard with our official on the far side, but it was a 5-second call.
And when you're able to force a 5-second call deep into a game right now, like they just did, they are bought in.
Walker gets it down low. Vonleh finishes. It is a 2-point game. Pressure extended. And the ball poked away. No foul call. So there was a foul called. It's been difficult here in this loud environment. So Haley Van Lith, 80% foul shooter, and has been there more than anybody for TCU, 132 times coming into today's game. The first one off the mark. Splits the pair, a 3-point game.
Want to be a difference maker. And those 3, along with multiple players on Baylor roster, have that edge, have that grit, have that mindset to want the ball in these big moments. Let's see who gets the ball for Baylor here.
Getting close, gets it in. Vonleh comes to meet it. Felder from 3 to tie. No. And Hunter grabs the miss. Yaya Felder had a good look. Hunter, a 73% foul shooter, misses the first. Has had a chance to seal it, but the game's still in the balance. And it misses. Wow, and a collision. 1.2 on the clock and no timeouts for Baylor. They cannot advance it. goes, has it at the horn. No, and TCU wins their first ever Big 12 regular season championship.
What a turnaround story for TCU.